Hello guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a bit different. I've never done a pairing attempt myself before. The only time I've ever had tarantula babies was when I got a female wild-caught Chilobrachus huini from the spider shop, who laid an egg sac, and there was lots of other females around at the same time doing the same thing. So we are going to attempt to pair my GBBs. As some of you may know, my male hooked out fairly recently, and I was looking for someone that I would trust to send him on a breeding loan to, and I couldn't find anybody that was necessarily looking, but when I asked Amy over at Pet Rock and Roll, she had a female, and she was happy to sell on the female, and she didn't want to attempt the breeding project herself. So I bought Faith from Amy, and I collected her at the BTS. So if you want to see how this breeding pairing attempt went, stay tuned, and I'll catch you all in a bit. So up until this point, I couldn't visibly see that the male had made any signals or signs to the female that he was there, and I was quite surprised to see that it was her that actually seemed to make the first move. Also, I mean, a lot of people have told me that these GBBs, they can take like hours and hours to pair. So for this to have happened within this was about 8 minutes in, I was really quite surprised. This whole process was actually done in under an hour, which seems remarkable considering what everyone's told me about them. You'll see throughout most of this video that it's largely her that makes the first move in almost all situations. It's all fairly self-explanatory, so I'm going to stick some background music in just whilst this video plays out. So one of the things I didn't mention at the beginning of this video, which I probably should have done, is that Faith, the female, she hasn't actually molted in a very long time. And it was a bit of a concern as to how this is going to pan out, obviously. But my male matured, and my hope was that either this pairing is either going to work and she's still not going to molt, or the pairing is going to instigate a molt and my male will live long enough to be paired with her again. Now I know that's risky, but I also didn't want to risk losing my male knowing that he hadn't even had an attempt at fulfilling his life's purpose. So there was me thinking this was all looking promising, and then no. He soon moves out of the way. She looks a bit ready to kill someone, so in comes my brush just in case. And so after what seems like ages, this is the actual final pairing attempt. And all in all, as I say, this took just under an hour. I've tried to sort of edit out as much of the footage as I can, but I thought I'd keep in what was interesting. And there you can see, there it happens. He shoves her right the way back, and she kind of launches herself at him and very nearly got him. This is just another clip of this whole thing from a different angle. And you can see here where he's feeling for her epigastric furrow with his pedipalp, and just as he makes that insertion, which is coming up just about now, there we go, you know he's got that there, and he doesn't got it. So this is the female her coming back into shot. I've kept some of this footage in because one of the things that I've learned through watching various YouTubers like Dave's Little Beasties and Tom Moran, others like that, when the female is scratching at her epigastric furrow, that is supposed to be a good sign that it's been a successful pairing. So I've just left in a bit of footage. Overly what I've tried to do with this, I've never done a breeding video before, is there's not much I can tell people because this is literally my first experience at it, but I've tried to leave in as much footage as I can for anybody that's interested in just trying to see what it's like and how GBBs behave when they are pairing. There we have it. That could all go really well, or it could all go really badly, and a lot of it is going to depend on whether she molts out, I think, because it did look successful. We will see, and obviously I will keep you all posted. I hope you all enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.